Hello and welcome to the Finance Quarter. I'm Alicia Barry, filling in for Andrew Robertson. Asia is a diverse region and one often uncharted by Australian businesses. That's likely to change though after the federal government's Asian Century White Paper pointed to it as a major growth opportunity for Australian businesses. There are, however, some local companies that have known that for many years. Homart Pharmaceuticals has been selling its products into China, Taiwan, South Korea and Southeast Asia for 2 decades. And Homart's General Manager Jeffrey Yeh joins me now to offer some insights into the company's strategy. Thank you for your time today. Now, Homart was founded by those with a Chinese background. How much of an advantage do you think this is in moving into Asia?
Well, we think having a Chinese background allows us to understand the local culture, the local business practice, and also understand the local market very well. And that gives us an instant advantage over other companies when we go into this market.
Well, that's a point, isn't it? I mean, it's not enough to learn the language, you really have to have a deep understanding of the culture.
Exactly, language is only the first step, but what's more important is understanding the local culture and the local business practice, and also the local market. For example, China, they have a different culture from Australia, such as color perception. Australia like simple white packaging, whereas China they like gold, red color or purple color, which symbolize luxury, and also prefer premium packaging. Likewise, for business practice, a lot of Asian a lot of Chinese company, once they sign a contract, that's when the negotiation starts, because contract doesn't cover everything, and often there are surprises that they will request afterwards. So Australian business may be taken aback when, after signing contract, and then the Chinese counterpart starts asking, free samples or promotion gifts or that sort of things. So there's different differences in culture and business practice.
What mistakes do you think Australian businesses make then when they try to tackle a market as large as China?
Okay, I think a very common mistake is when Australian business try to target a large section of the Chinese market. You don't really need to focus in the whole China market. Likewise, you don't have to focus in all the segments in the China market. Just pick a target market, even though it's a small percentage, but it's a huge market.
Well, how do businesses avoid the pitfalls of under-the-table dealing and potential corruption?
I think it's very important to draw a line in the sand. Sometimes you have to say no to something like that. Having said that, there are other ways to make your China counterpart feeling comfortable in dealing with you. We shouldn't appear to be very rigid and saying we have this principle or that principle, and therefore we have no room to move. What we have to do is we have to say we are flexible, but to a certain extent, and we're happy to entertain the China counterparts, our customers, or invite them here for a visit or something like that. But everything has to be on the table.
So it's really all about relationship building.
Through our experience, we found 3 avenues that are really helpful. One is the Austrade. Austrade is the government agency, and they have offices throughout the world, including China. They have several offices in China. The other avenue is actually exhibition. For example, Homart attends international exhibition in Hong Kong, in China, every year for the last 15, 16 years or so. And through that exhibition, the Chinese potential customers sees you year after year after year, and that builds up the trust, their trust in you, knowing that you will be there, for 15, 16 years and even longer. So that's another good avenue. And the other thing that people often overlook is we have about 400,000 Chinese migrants in Australia. If you have one of them as your agent, or if you have them as your distributor or partner, they can help you to go into the China market.
Do you think Australian business focuses too much on China when there are other major markets in Southeast Asia, like Vietnam, for example, to tap into?
For any smart business, they don't want to lock themselves in one market only, because that's putting all the eggs in one basket. So, for Homart, we not only invest in expanding our business in China, we also look at other Asian markets such as South Korea, Vietnam, Taiwan, and Singapore, Malaysia. We even look at Middle East countries. All those are, at the moment, are growing countries with huge potentials, and they are potential market that's very attractive to any business. And as a good strategy, it's good to be geographically diversified.
Jeffrey Yeh, thank you very much for your time today.
You're most welcome, Alicia.
Well, that's all for this edition of the Finance Quarter, but if you'd like to watch back over any part of the program, you can find us on the ABC website. Just go to the business page and click on the Finance Quarter icon. I'm Alicia Barry. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the Finance Quarter.